It was a typical Friday afternoon at the office. Sarah sat at her desk, trying to focus on her work, but finding herself distracted by the big football game happening that weekend. Her coworker, Mark, who sat in the cubicle across from her, was also clearly preoccupied with thoughts about the upcoming matchup. "So who do you think is going to win this weekend?" Mark asked, leaning back in his chair. "Oh, the Eagles for sure," Sarah replied confidently. "My team is on a roll this season. Yours doesn't stand a chance." Mark leaned forward in his chair, a competitive gleam in his eye. "All right, if you're so confident, let's make this interesting. How about a friendly wager on the game?" Sarah tilted her head, intrigued. "I'm listening. What did you have in mind?" "If the Eagles win, you have to bring me coffee and breakfast every morning for a month," Mark proposed with a grin. Throwing down the gauntlet with complimentary caffeine, I see," Sarah chuckled. "Okay. And if your team loses, you have to do all of my filing and paperwork for the next month." Mark nodded slowly, mulling it over. "Solid counteroffer, but I think we can up the stakes a bit more. How about, if the Eagles win, you wear an Eagles jersey to work every day for a year?" Sarah laughed. "Get ready to be my personal assistant, because if your team loses, you have to shave your head." "Ooh, that's cold," Mark winced, running a hand through his hair. "All right, I accept your terms. But let's really make this legendary. If your Eagles lose, you have to shave your head too." "Now look who's being cold," Sarah exclaimed. "Fine, I agree to the double head shaving if I lose. But only if you also have to sing the Eagles' fight song while wearing their colors at the next office happy hour." "Deal," Mark declared, sticking out his hand to shake on it. As they shook, seals their outrageous bet, he added with a twinkle in his eye, "May the best team win." Sarah sat back in her chair, already envisioning Mark bald and belting out the Eagles' fight song for their amused coworkers. This bet was sure to make the weekend's game one to remember. The weekend arrived, and Sarah and Mark gathered at Mark's house for the big game, snacks and drinks in hand. Their friends and coworkers were also there, eager to see the outcome of Sarah and Mark's outrageous bet. As the game wound down, it became clear that Sarah's beloved Eagles were going to lose. When the final whistle blew on their defeat, Mark leapt up and pumped his fist in victory. "Yes!" he cheered. "Get ready to break out the razors, Sarah." Sarah groaned, putting her head in her hands. "Ugh, I can't believe they lost. All right, Mark, you win fair and square. A bet's a bet." After the end of the match, Mark grinned wickedly and said, "Let's go to the barber to get you shaved bald." Sarah's eyes widened in shock. "What, right now? It's 9 p.m. on a Saturday night." "Of course right now," Mark said gleefully. "We had a bet and you lost fair and square. Let's go make you bald." Sarah shook her head in disbelief. "Can't we at least wait until tomorrow when the barber shop is open?" "Nope," Mark replied. "A bet is a bet. I already called my barber and he's waiting for us to swing by his shop." Sarah stared at him. "You pre-planned this, didn't you?" Mark just shrugged, still grinning. With a heavy sigh, Sarah grabbed her keys. "Fine. Let's get this over with before I change my mind." Sarah rode in the car with Mark to the barber shop. She kept shaking her head in disbelief that this was actually happening. As they pulled up and parked, Mark rubbed his hands together eagerly. "This is gonna be amazing!" Sarah rolled her eyes. "Easy for you to say. You're not the one about to lose all your hair." They entered the shop where the barber was waiting. Sarah slumped into the chair as the barber draped the smock over her. Mark stood nearby, barely containing his excitement. "Make sure to get it nice and smooth now." The buzzer rang out as the barber began shaving Sarah's head. She clenched her eyes shut, still not quite accepting her new reality. "You can open your eyes, you know, it won't be that bad," Mark teased. The barber started shaving Sarah's hair off with the clippers. As her locks fell to the floor, Mark could barely contain his laughter. Finally, the barber finished, and Sarah's head was completely bald. She opened her eyes and tentatively reached up to feel her smooth, hairless scalp. Mark grinned at her. "Well, do you remember what you used to look like with hair? Because that Sarah is gone." Sarah gave him an icy stare. "Yes, hilarious. I haven't forgotten what it was like to have hair." "I gotta say, the bald look suits you," Mark continued to tease. "It's very aerodynamic." "Just stop talking," Sarah grumbled. "What, no cute quips about your fabulous new do?" Mark pressed. "Don't you at least want to take a selfie to remember this moment?" The only thing I want is revenge on your team next season, Sarah shot back. Just get me out of here before I find a permanent marker and draw my hair back on. Mark held up his hands in mock surrender, still chuckling. All right, let's get you back home, cue ball. The ride back was silent as Sarah plotted the perfect payback she would soon unleash. Mark drove Sarah back to her house after her head shaving at the barber. When she got inside, the emotions of the night's events finally caught up to her. Alone in her bedroom, she broke down crying. As much as she didn't want Mark to see her moment of weakness, losing her hair had been humiliating. She looked at her bald head in the mirror through teary eyes. Get it together, Sarah, she told herself, wiping her eyes. It's just hair. It'll grow back. Exhausted, she crawled into bed and eventually cried herself to sleep. In the morning, Sarah's alarm went off bright and early. As she lifted her head from the pillow, for a moment she forgot about her new look. The previous night came flooding back when she ran her hand over the stubble on her scalp. Sarah groaned, not wanting to face her coworkers like this, but knowing she had to own it. She got ready for work, making sure to grab a hat to wear. Upon arriving at the office, Sarah took a deep breath before striding confidently to her desk. Time to show Mark and everyone else that she couldn't be fazed. The game may be over, but she was already planning her next move. Sarah took her seat at her desk, ignoring the giggles and whispers of her coworkers. Mark sauntered over, barely able to contain his amusement. Good morning, Sarah. Love the new look, he snickered. Laugh all you want, she replied coolly. It's just hair. Before Mark could respond, the office intercom buzzed. Sarah, can you come to my office, please? The manager's voice requested. With a sinking feeling, Sarah made her way there. She entered his office tentatively. The manager looked up from his desk with a concerned expression. Sarah, I wanted to check in about your new hairstyle choice. Is everything okay? Sarah sighed. Yes, everything's fine. I lost a bet over the weekend and had to shave my head. It will grow back. The manager leaned back in his chair and said, There's no need to grow your hair back out. I think you should keep it shaved. Sarah looked puzzled. You do? But I thought you wanted me to wear a wig for clients. Forget the wig, the manager replied. I think you should shave it into a flat top style instead. It would look very striking. Sarah was shocked. A flat top? But that's even shorter than being bald. Exactly, the manager said with a grin. Your bald head is lovely, but a razor-sharp flat top would be even more bold and beautiful. Sarah hesitated and then said, I'd really prefer to just let my hair grow back out. The manager's face became very serious. I'm afraid that won't be possible. The decision has been made. You need to shave your head into a flat top. Sarah was shocked. But I want my hair to grow out. Why can't I choose for myself? Forget about growing your hair, the manager said firmly. You don't need long hair anymore. In 1 week's time, you will return with your head shaved into a proper flat top. That's the policy. You can't force me to cut my hair a certain way, Sarah argued. The manager stood up from his desk, hands clasped behind his back. I'm afraid it's not your choice. This is the new company policy for all female employees. No long hair allowed. Sarah's mouth dropped open. What? That's ridiculous. You can't control our hair like that. I can and I will, the manager said coldly. 1 week, Miss Sarah. I expect to see you back here with a perfectly shaved flat top. Sarah left his office in shock, realizing she had no choice but to comply. The manager would clearly tolerate no insubordination. She returned to her desk defeated, dreading having to shave her hair even shorter.